Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. Right, this tutorial that I'm going to show you it's going to be done in stages because there is a little bit of work involved, and some of it involves, if you've got one, a sewing machine. If not, you can do it by hand, it's no problem. But I'm going to be showing you how I make my Mrs. Claus. Now last year I did about 7 or 8 I think. And unfortunately for me, I gifted them all out, so I haven't actually got one complete to show you. And I have been trying to get this put together to show you for quite a while, and I have had that many different things, going off. My computer died, literally. Wow. So that was last Sunday. So Harry very kindly went out on Monday and he bought me a new one. Like a birthday and Christmas combined, I think. But anyway, this year I did all my Mrs. Clauses. I did them in red last year, and they were lovely. I thought they were adorable, and everybody that received them also thought they were adorable. Harry's trying to fatten me up for Christmas here.
You want to?
I'll have the hot chocolate, please do. So yes, he's fattening me up for Christmas. Should I get worried? Maybe. Okay, so I'm going to take you through a part of it today with this video. I've just brought this in to show you because this is the same face that I will be putting on Mrs. Claus. This just happens to be one that I got left from, I don't know whether I'd made this for Mrs. Claus and never got on with it, but I will go through this process with you. It's simple enough, really, but you do need a decent jersey 4-way stretchy fabric, and I can leave you a link to where I bought my recent purchase because I had to get some more. I can't find what little bit there were left. I can't find it in my craft room, which is another story altogether. So basically I'm going to tell you what you need to do to get yourself started. Right, you're going to need some extremely technical equipment. So first of all, I've got a disc of paper. I've got a saucer, and I've got, plastic plate. So a saucer, you will need 2 of that. Am I right? No, I'm not. Hang on. Let me just see. Yeah, now this is a choice thing because I know I've done a bigger one and I don't like it. So yes, you'll need 2 of these. One is, this is the body, and I have used crushed velvet. But I'll tell you now, you cannot, go around and pull this through. It just pulls out. It don't fray so much, but it just pulls through it. So I have actually made a cotton, sorry, I'm not sure, I'm out of frame. Bit awkward with this new setup because until I can get myself organised, I'm just doing this ad lib sort of thing. Yeah, you'll need to make first a body in cotton, and then cover it with your fabric of choice. I mean, it doesn't have to be crushed velvet, but only reason I mentioned that was because I originally did it to stuff in crushed velvet, and as I tried to pull my threads tight, it just pulled out around the edge, so it doesn't work like that. So yes, I've got this is service for you. I'll just run that by you. Hot chocolate. Taking orders now. Right. So once you've got that done, you can put that to aside for a little while, so that we can get on with, excuse me, the next leg. The other one, by the way, is that is for the skirt. okay, and we don't stitch it all the way around. I just stitch it to the top, and if you wish you could do it that way so that you're covering all this up, because the head's going to go on there. There you go, sorry. So yeah, I've got that, the gathered side up, so I can cover it over. This is the skirt, and then the head, you will just stitch to that, but you don't stitch that on until you've actually got it all ready. This particular one, whoopsie-daisy, you'll need 4 of, and here's the one I prepared earlier. Oh, Harry, what's she doing? What's she pulling apart? Better not be my little foot or murderer. She's pulling a zebra apart. Right, you're going to need, you're going to need 4 of these. Now, these are a different colour. Can you see the difference in the colour? So make sure you use the same colour for the head. I'm only showing you this one because it's done, but I will be doing one in this new colour to show you how I actually did that. And when I say you need a sewing machine, if you're putting lace on it, it just makes it quicker. Basically, that's the only thing you need a sewing machine for, because the rest I just hand sew. And you don't need to be even accomplished at hand sewing. A lot of people say, oh, I can't sew. I certainly can't hand sew. Well, you can do stitch over stitch, just to hold that on, I'm sure. But I just went round it a little bit, keeping all my stitches small. That's not actually attached. So all I've done basically is, again, it is attached a little bit, but I've just done, gathered it and, put a few stitches across, popped that on, and I have actually put a couple of stitches in. You don't need a lot, but you need something to hold it on. But once that's on, that's your hand. Whether you want to put a cover on your feet as well, you do exactly the same for the feet. So you can either do 2 of those for the hands and just have them for feet, but they don't look nice. I like them when they've got a covering on. Or you can make the feet out of the colour of your fabric that you're going to use for the cloth dress. So then you wouldn't need to do that on the feet, but you certainly want to put frills on a cuff, that's for sure. So that's that bit. So I've got 2 here now. I've got one that I've already put my lace on there, and then I've got 2 more here that I'm going to be putting lace on. Now I do have a sewing machine, but for the purposes of this video and for those that don't possess a sewing machine, I'm going to sew these 2 by hand, putting the lace on, and then put your lace on first, by the way, and then gathering it and attaching it to the other foot. So you can see that there's no hocus pocus. I'm not cheating, in other words. Right, this is the colour fabric I got on eBay. Half a metre. You'll be surprised at exactly how far half a metre goes. As I say, I only bought half a metre last year. I did at least 8 of these. And I also did a couple of bits for a full-size doll from the same piece, and I know that there is somewhere in my craft room a little bit left over. I'm also using, and by the way, this that I've got, I thought I'd got white. It looks white. It's cream, it's ivory. It's off-white. It's not white, it's off-white. And I use this small little trim, just stitch it round the edge, and I would do it that way. Still not got my camera in a good place, really. I would do it that way. Oh, golly, let me just move you a minute. Just don't drink me tea, anybody. Me, cocoa. Right. I would put it on that way. And then once it's on, just fold it over. And you've got a nice edge and you've also got a tidy underneath. So that is how I would put that on. And you want that on both hands, which are they. I've done that one. And you will want it, if you are doing it, you will want to make a foot with this. And then when you've gathered it all up, put that round on that way so that the actual lace is towards the front. So it's virtually the same as you do the hands. So that's that. So 4 of those and those. 1 for your skirt and 1 for your body. But like I said, if you are using something like Lycra Fabric, then you'll need to make a cotton one. I just use I think it were a sheet I got from charity shop, a cream, beige coloured sheet, no, cream, and I just use that for all my, you know, body parts, and then just put that on, gather it around, pull it on here, and it's when you start trying to stuff this stuff that it pulls it out, because you're shoving stuff in and making it bigger, and it's just pulling away at them stitches on a not so stable fabric. So that's that. This is the piece I got. This is how much there is, and I'm not going to open it because you're not going to be able to get to see how much, but I've hardly touched it. That's that side. Look. That is literally all I took off it. That's your crease there, and you can see there, and I'll bring it along, see here, and just a little piece off from there. That's all I've used out of that. So 1/2 metre would be more than enough to do this and other projects as well. So, you know, you're not going to be wasting it, are you? Let's face it, we're crafters, we make use of everything. So, right, now then, what I am going to do is, first of all, I'm going to make this, one of the feet, and show you how I do it. I find it a better way. Monday, yeah, use this one. Now I'm going to use double thread because these are supposed to be really good strong threads, but are the echoes like with my scissors? They're not even close to being strong thread, but doubled up it's okay. And you'll also find that oh dear, you'll also find that sewing on this jersey knit with the lycra in it makes your needles feel a little bit blunt, so make sure you've either got a brand new needle or you've got a sharp needle at least, because it takes some pushing through sometimes. So way I do it, let me see, where am I? Right, you can see me there, can't you? Yep, good position. Okay, by the way, if you're getting to see this, you know I've sussed my new PC. If you're not seeing it, you're not seeing it. Yeah, yeah, you see what I mean? This, I'm wondering if it's my needle that's, I'm a beggar, you know, for poking needles in glue pots when they've gone thingy, and I think sometimes it close sticks to your needle, and I just go, oh, I can't do it with that. I'll get a different needle. I thought I might have difficulty with that. It's just that it's a nice big eye. Yeah, it's like that with me, I'm afraid. Can't see. Now, are you going to go through any better? Probably. Okay. We'll thread this one up then. This has got a nice big eye as well. It's a cross stitch needle. It's not a very long needle, but at least I can see through. I can see to put thread it. Yes, old age is creeping up on me faster than ever. Right. So I go in from the front and I just pull it over. I don't go in, out, don't weave. I just go over and over. And what that does is it gives you a nice rolled edge that won't fray. And I've seen a lot of people that make the dolls. They all seem to favour this way of gathering your body part things up, because it gives it a bit of a tighter, stronger, don't slide it out quite so much thing going. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. I'll just get a couple more stitches. I'm not going fast because I can't for one, really. I don't want to, if you go too fast you can't see what you're doing, and see, it's already started gathering itself up for you there, look. Hang on, is that light a bit bright? Not any better? Yeah, it's a bit better. So you see, it's already starting to gather it up for you anyway, that way. So if you just continue in that, where's my needle disappeared to? Good job, I've got it double, isn't it, to be on floor. So we need to go all the way around there. So now you've seen how I'm doing it. I'm going to pause you for a second just till I get to end. Right, so now you can see I've done my over the edge stitching all the way around, and it's already started to gather for you. So next is stuffing. Now I buy cushion inners, cheap ones from, I got my last two from B&M. I got two for £1.99. It's brilliant. It's good stuff. Perfect for this job because it's not like it's going to be a toy for a child. It's more a Christmas tree. Well, it's up to you, but I made them as Christmas tree decorations, and everybody that got them loved them. And you know, it was lovely. I enjoyed making them, and people enjoyed receiving them. And I think it's nice sometimes if you. I like to make a few, not necessarily the same every year, but I like to make a few Christmas decorations. I mean, one year I did Christmas stockings, and oh, they were lovely. I was really pleased with them. But I'm one of these that don't photograph me work, and I should, I suppose, really. Even if it's only for, let's see, get a picture of me, yeah. I'm in frame. Even if it's only for you know, yourself, but it's nice when you're making stuff for other people to do something pretty. Okay, and I don't do the same thing each year. I'm only doing this particular one because one or two people have said they wanted to see how I made mine, so this is why I'm doing this today. And I've been going to try and get you this done for ages, and several different reasons why not. You know, it's either been too darn cold in my craft room, or I've had rain leaking in, and oh, that's not enough. That's not enough. Another thing, you know, if you're stuffing stuff, get yourself a piece of dowel. It's only about 6mm, I reckon that, and put yourself a little V in one end and a nice point, but not a sharp point on that end. It's a rounded point. I did mine on an ordinary pencil sharpener, but it obviously didn't take it to a point, and it keeps it nice and rounded. And then, like I said, I've just got a little jacksaw. I'm thinking junior hacksaw, and just took a chunk out of the end in a V. If you're starting, when you're first starting, having that V does help you to grip it, to get it to go in. And then when you're wanting to get into the nooks and crannies, you turn it round and you've got that. And I saw that done on, I don't know who it was. She was, I think, a Spanish lady that did it. But don't quote me on that. But I think it was definitely a foreign lady. I watch a lot of the Spanish and Russian and whatever ladies over there, because they are brilliant crafters, and I love what they do. And sometimes I do try to, you know, not copy so much, but just get me inspiration from them. We've got some we've got some really good crafters in this country as well, you know. And I mean, I do look all over, even if I'm not subscribed, I just happen to see that on me after I've watched a video on the side. You've got your list at the side of your screen that says, you know, there's something that we recommend for you. And yeah, so I do watch. Right, so now, if it doesn't quite go together, you don't need to worry about it, because all you do is bring it together when you're stitching. Just gather it up as much as you can, oops, and then just stitch across rather than round again. I know some people stitch round again, but I don't. But I do cross them over. So, like that, and then back to this side again, and further round. And it just pulls it all nicely together for you. Just keep pulling it round until you've got it all gathered in the middle. It does gather in the middle, look, eventually. So, no. And it might look a bit of a strange shape now, but when you've, you know, when you've got it finished, your cotton, everything finished off, it's nobody's going to see that. You've got a nice little round ball. You don't want these too hard either. I mean, they're not. The thing is, these are not toys. So really, they're not really for children, because I'm not using licensed toy stuffing. K-pop is usually a good one if you're making toys for children. K-pop, I believe, is one of the best you can buy. I used to use K-pop on stuff when I was making toys, but not anymore. I mean, not when I'm only making little decorations or whatever. In my craft room, I just use this, and it's surprising how far one cushion cover will go. Right, so I'm going to finish that off like that with a couple of wraps around my needle, and then don't cut it off there. Go through straight out somewhere else out there. Just pull it tight a little bit, cut it off, and it's gone. But you've not got a little bit flapping about there. So there we've got now our other hand. So when I've got that, I put that round. I've got to go around and gather it first round the edge. Then I'm going to put that round, gather it up, and that's the other hand. When it's all stitched, where I put the other hand there. So, you know, there we go. So there you two hands, and you do exactly the same for the feet. But what I would suggest with the feet is that once you've done this bit, before you do this bit, I would also make, like I've done with, where have I put her? Where's my body? Like I've done with this, I've done cotton first, or with, in this case, jersey first, and then I'm going to put a cover over the feet in this fabric so that it looks like she's got boots on in this. And you can still put your frill round afterwards. I'll do it with that, but it's obviously not going to be that small, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so you can put that on afterwards. But so you've got to imagine that's got that on, right, like that, and then like that, and it looks like little shoes then. Yeah, so it's very bright, isn't it? If there's any way I can lighten it to darken it, what's that say? Brightness. Let's just see. Does that help? maybe, or maybe not. I think it's probably just because I've got the white. So, so you need to make 4 of those. You need to make 4 of those. And then you put 2 on your hands once. You don't need to cut. Well, you can if you like, cover that as well, because it looks like a glove then, I suppose. You need to make, that's too big, 1 of those, which I used a saucer, and that's the skirt for the body. The body, I used that. You're going to want sizes, and I haven't got it. I might have a tape. Just bear with. I remember putting myself a little sewing kit down under my table because I'm always needing one. Something. Ah, no. Oh, don't tell me no. Don't say I've not got one. Oh, my neck. I haven't. Oh, okay. Right, I'm going to just go knit and find a tape measure so that you can know what I've actually, to be fair, I have actually written a list and I can't find it. Written a list of everything you need and I can't find it. That's just typical. Bear with. Wonderful, thank you. Okay, sorry about that, I'm back. So, your little discs for the hands, 4 inches or 9.5 centimetres. No, 10 centimetres. 4 inches or 10 centimetres. That's that. And you need 4 of. The same size will be for the inner part of your hands and your feet. The body is 8 inches or 20.5 centimetres. So it's just basically it's however big you want to make it. But these proportions for this size of decoration, it just makes it just not too bulky, if you know what I mean. I mean, you could even go smaller if you want. I don't think I'm up to going really small with mine because I can't, my fingers don't work that well. So, yeah, so you want 4 of 4 inches. 4 of 4 inches. And then you want 8 inch for the inner, 8 inch for the outer, and 8 inch for the skirt. So you've got your cotton poplin 1 8 inch and 8 inch, yeah, and then 2 for the outer. So you cover it and then you put your skirt on top like that. Okay, so there you go, like that. Also, your head, think. Where's my little? Well, I've just had it on here, isn't it? Oh, it's there. Hang on, let me see. This one, I think, was the head. I'm not sure, you know. 5 centimetres, sorry, 5 inches or 11 mil. No, 11 mil. 11 centimetres for the face in your body colour. So I will leave a link in the description bar below so that you can see. I got mine off eBay. It was very quick coming. If you're in the UK, it's very quick coming. And I'll be back with you soon as I've got more ready to show you. Okay, thanks for watching. please try it, and if you do, let me see it. Okay, speak to you all very soon. Bye bye for now. Bye, folks.